Hello, my name is Aisha, and I picked to the video of a TED Talk to do this stigma reducing assignment for Unit 2. So the video I watched was Destigmatizing Bipolar Disorder by Eric on the TED Talk show. And I've actually taken note on a few of the key points that I'd like to go over in my video. So Eric was actually kind of going over his experience with being diagnosed with bipolar disorder back when I think in his early 20s, and how he tackled all the way of his journey till now, and how he is handling that as well. So a few of the things I found similar, which we did go through in the unit, in the recorded lecture by Professor Gary, also in the book that the characteristic of bipolar disorders that I found similar with him, such as having different sort of depressed episodes. But he did specifically mention that he did not have a manic or hypomanic episodes, which is very precise of him identifying his own symptoms. So he kind of goes that he's seeing a therapist, seeking help through talking his depressed episode out to his dad. He had his dogs by him, which he feels as a source of help in his depressed days. And eventually he figured, his therapist diagnosed him having go through bipolar, and he works around that by following different route and option to get that better feeling. Like he wants to get rid of that feeling. He mentions exploring different route, like reading book, talking out to his dad, as said before. And then he was also seeking some biological treatment that he read about, like some sort of medication. He was on Wellbutrin, and he also mentioned some of other antidepressant drugs. Um, Overall, he really greatly emphasized on how to destigmatize the mental illness talking. He put a lot of emphasis on things that are not talked, like about mental health in our society. Um, and at the same time, as means of destigmatization, he did mention helpful sources like employment assistance program, a different therapy and counselor, and even he himself followed different options to help himself get out of that, such as um working around with the therapist, avoiding alcohol, which might interrupt with his medication and take him to that so-called cloud he was mentioning, that kind of pulls him into that depressed episode. So things like that. So I really kind of liked how he stood up to share his own experience, and he was really letting people know about all these things, about all these resources that will influence them to come out of that stigma. Also, one thing he mentioned is he was also suicidal during those depressed episodes, and which really takes a lot on a person to kind of reveal, talk about, and spread awareness for. So that was also something I really appreciated him. As Actually, I'll end my videos with a quote that he said that I really like, that one doesn't have to be a superhero to talk about mental health stigma and bring it up, and to bring a change in the society. You can be one of them, and you can start with your own experience, and be a hearing voice, talk for the people that cannot speak out. So yeah, that was really a great experience to hear from him.